Now, yeah,
Recording.
now we are live. So, hello guys, are you here? And you are. Okay, so we will start the webinar about members management. I'm gonna share my screen. So, wait, this one,
Sounds
and then like this. Can you see the PPT?
Yeah.
We can see
Okay,
it.
so we'll start with members management, and first of all, we have why of the space, of course. We are starting every webinar with that. So first of all, I would like to ask you, what are your expectations towards this space, if you have any?
Learning
Okay.
about how manage my team and better. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Expectation is
Okay.
to improve my team. So
So improving skills about members management. Okay, it's very
yeah.
connected with the topic. So yes, of course. Something else?
Maybe how to solve problems, and how to find them out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So improving skills connected with members management and how to solve problems with members. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of space also for your questions and for your doubts. So if you have any, just let me know, and then we're gonna be talking about it. Okay. So if you have any questions, doubts, concerns, just right now about how you actually are managing your structures for now, and so on, just let me know, and we will be talking about it. Okay.
Okay.
Amazing. So first of all, I have a question for you, another question. Yay! What challenges do you foresee for the upcoming time? So, what challenges do you see that can happen during holidays and so on in terms of members management? If you are thinking about managing your team, if you are thinking about managing your structures, LCVP.
Mm, for my teaming, especially,
Mhm.
we need to do approvals. So performing is the main topic, and one of the most challenging things we have is to motivate our members,
Mhm.
and so motivating, making them performing, motivating them. Okay.
Okay, so how to motivate people in order for them to perform, right?
Yep.
Mhm. Something else in the upcoming time, especially that there are holidays.
Making them participation in activities because of exams, because of holidays. So I think that will be less participation during the summer.
Mhm.
That could be a problem. Mm, that is already a problem.
Mhm. So participation because people are not there because they have a lot of exams and free time
Yep.
and so on, right?
And
So how to manage it? Mhm.
works, jobs, and
Yeah, exactly. So I remember the time when I was team leader and LCVP and MCVP, and there's always the thing that during holidays people are out, and in order to be prepared for that, that's why today we will be talking about it in order to prepare as much as we can for the things that holidays are bringing always, and also the exam period. There's a month that we have a peak, so we should be performing very very much. But on the other hand, it's very hard for us because we don't have like people are not super motivated to work. They have other priorities. They have, I don't know, holidays. So they are coming somewhere, coming back to the family, going somewhere, I don't know, abroad for a holiday, whatever. There's a lot of things that can happen, right? And I think that also, like you mentioned, that might be some challenges. So why of this space today in order to make sure that OJP will not lose focus during holidays and we will be still performing. That's why we have this webinar about not even motivation, but members management and how to make sure that we're gonna perform during holiday period and during the upcoming time. And then it's high time to plan everything in advance to make sure that people will be working during holidays month. So it's very connected. Those 2 points are very connected to each other. And this is the main topic that we're gonna be having today, which is very important. So if you will be have any questions, I'm gonna like explain my point of view, how do I see it, and from my experience as well as team leader and LCVP and MCVP and so on. I will give you some advice, or some tips and tricks and so on. But also I would like to ask you, how do you imagine this time and so on. So we'll be talking about it. But first, motivational quote. So if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. What does it mean? That during holidays, especially during the exam time and so on, everyone is out. So actually, many times it happens that there's only team leader working in the area, or only LCVP on, there is 2 people working in the whole area or something like this. So it's manageable to make sure that area is performing, having 1 person or 2 people or something like this. But if you want to go fast and achieve results, you can do it by yourself. But in order to make sure that you're gonna be performing a lot and you're gonna overachieve your plans and your goals and so on, you need to go together. So we need to work with people. We need to synergize. We need to make sure that we are all together working for the same goal. I think
Okay.
it's very simple and it's very, very nice to always remember about it. So for now, I would like you to think about your worst team experience, and how do you think, why it was like, why it was the worst team experience? What were you missing during that? And we can talk about it. If you have any worst experience. Did you have any bad team experience?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
I got.
why it was bad? What were you missing?
This was really, really, really bad. We were missing touching point. We were missing. Um, Sorry, I'm writing down the question so I can make it to the team. We were missing the common target. Was like, okay, I'm doing this, you're doing that, but for what? We are working to achieve something that was not common, and that's a big difference.
Okay. So mostly communication thing, or
Yeah,
something else?
communication also different target, different objective.
What do you mean by that?
It was like, okay, I'm performing, I'm trying to do approval to make people understand basic values and things like this, to change their life in the best way possible. And they was like, okay, I'm doing some numbers. I don't care about the position. I don't care about the PP. I don't care about what is happening. I don't care what people can think about me. I only want to do this because they told me to do this in this way. And for me, it was horrible.
So different understanding of actually working. What does it mean to work in a team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I speak to my problem? Well, my worst team experience was between January and April of this year, because now I have a second team. So in the first time of the experience, I lost 1 member, but I had 1 other member that worked very hard. So we were strong together, and we do the stuff that the other members didn't do. But that happened for Yeah, I think that members did were not enough motivated. They didn't understand what's ISAC at the beginning, and doing exams like tests at the high school was the priority. So not having other experiences um, through universities, so a university environment, but only doing studying and doing university goals, achieve university goals.
Okay.
So, uh, and now the member that most helped me during the first time of experience is now team leader, and we cooperate together to JP, the JP area.
Exactly. So
So
there's
no, okay, I'm done.
okay. So there's a lot of things that can make your team experience the worst team experience, right? So you know it because you've experienced that. But then I would like you to think. So if you think about the best team experience in ISEC, outside ISEC, why it was like that? What made this experience the best? So if you had like lack of communication in the worst team experience, so when you had the best team experience, why it was the best?
I think that I still
You're still waiting,
hadn't,
but
I still hadn't the best team experience because um, I've never had the pleasure to do very much approvals or so I've never achieved a goal with the team. Um, a goal of mine, so I prefix with the team. So
No, yet.
So how do
don't
you
achieve it.
imagine the best team experience? What are the factors that are making it the best?
For me, the best team experience is when you achieve your goal that you fixed with your team. So you and your team fix the goal, and then together you achieve that goal or those goals.
Okay, okay. Something else?
Being
Best team experience is when you are working together and you are giving 100% of your strength to achieve something, and everyone of the team is like you, and you can talk about them or of whatever, like, okay, I have this problem, and they help you, and you can help them. And if you achieve the goal, it's better, of course, but also if you cannot achieve, for
Yes.
me, the most important thing is to cooperate and to work together.
Okay. Okay, that's really good that you said that because there's this thing if you are thinking about members management and how to do it and so on. First, you need to think about the factors that were making your team experience worse to not let that situation happen again in the team that you are leading, and also what made or how do you imagine the best team experience to provide it. So first of all, you need to ask yourself a question: what kind of leader you want to be as LCVP or as a team leader for your team? And then if you will answer that, then you will be sure that actually your team is gonna have best team experience. So what is the most important? It's to learn from your experience. That you didn't like there was lack of communication in your previous team. That's why it was let's say not a good team experience. That's why you need to take care about the proper communication. Or if you think that best team experience is making the goal that you are achieving, then you need to make sure that you are actually achieving the goal together with your team as a team leader, and you will lead your team in a way that they will achieve their goal. Learn from your experience, and what is really good exercise, I would say, just list down the things that you didn't like in your experience or something, to not let them happen again, and then list out the things that you really liked in your team experience that were the best for you and was making your experience very good, and just improve them and apply them to your team, that even it's like your team leaders or your team members and so on. Just be a leader that you want to be. So what to take care of if you're at LCDP, but it applies also to team leaders, I would say, especially in OJP area. First of all, it's a team that you need to take care of a team, then performance of this critical team, and then operations. So you have three factors that are making your area and your project work, which is managing the team, managing the performance of the team, and managing operations itself to happen. Okay, and now I'm going to explain each of the factors. So first of all, we have a team. So what you need to remember about while managing the area and so on, you need to first of all create a team. So we have a bonding integration of whole area. If you're a team leader, you need to take care about proper bonding of your team to not only
Ola,
yes.
is the implementation of TXP standard enough?
It should be, but I would say it should be also something more, something from you that
Okay.
you will, yes, that you will take care about all the standards of TXP plus you will add something from you. So first of all, you need to
Okay.
take care of bonding integration of whole area in order to make people feel comfortable within a team. We were talking about this on the last webinar about members' motivation. So if people don't feel comfortable in the team, they will not perform, of course. So then, of course, you need to take care about rules of cooperation. So if someone of you said that you are missing a communication without clear rules and expectations set at the beginning of your working together, it's going to be very hard for you to actually expect something from your member. So especially imagine that there is going to be a holiday time and so on. So if you're going to have rules of cooperation that, for example, even though we are in our hometowns and so on, we are replying on every email within 48 hours or something like this, and then you will know that yes, my people they know how to work because we have those rules, and we are replying on every email. We are contacting EPs in 24 hours, no matter what, no matter where we are, no matter if we have internet access or not. We have those rules, and we need to stick to them. It's very, very important. Then we have constant motivation. So we had this webinar, and I really encourage you to check the last webinar about members' motivation and how to motivate them, because it's very important for you as a leader of whole structure as LCVP or your team as team member, as team leader, to motivate constantly your members, then give them constant support, because it's very easy to actually be to become not a part of the organization if you are alone, if you are somewhere in your hometown, you don't see people from ISEC every day and so on. So you need to be with your people, take care about constant touch points, about constant support and so on. Recognition, especially that during holidays and this, exam period, people need like a push to perform. Take care about proper recognition. So maybe a challenge for a holiday to achieve your goal and so on. Maybe something more in order for people to see that they need to still be working, even though there's a lot of, other things to do like holiday, like chilling and so on. It's still very, very worth to do the things that they need to do during this time. Role modeling. So if you are out, if you are not present, if you are, I don't know, go for holidays and you are not talking to your team members or to your team leaders for 2 weeks, of course they will not be present as well. So you need to be role model. If you want your people to work and so on to perform, you need to also do it with yourself, because everyone is seeing you. Everyone sees what you are doing. So it's very, very important to be a role model. And if you want your people to, I don't know, be online at least 1 hour per day, or at least, I don't know, 10 hours per week and so on, you need to first do this in order for people to follow. And this is the role of the leader. Then taking care of proper culture and attitude, which is very important in creating a team, building and maintaining
But
the team. Yes?
like culture, you mean knowledge or just culture of people's culture?
Both knowledge, but we're gonna talk about it. About culture, I mean mostly about how people feel about the area, how they feel belonging to it, what is their
Okay.
attitude towards towards performing, if they are more into like, doing their stuff, or they are more into culture of achievement, so achieving actually the goals and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Understandable? Right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions towards team part?
Yeah. Can you give an example of a bonding game, a bonding activity? Like can be an happy hour, or but I mean during the team meeting, I would like to do bonding activities, but I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. So,
So,
Maybe I can suggest. For me, it was useful at the time to work together. It's like, okay, we are having a meeting, and at the beginning of the meeting, I say, okay, in this team meeting, the agenda, okay, and we have to achieve, I don't know, three people were contacted, expa totally contacted, and this and that. Okay, working together to achieve it in 1 hour or half an hour, or I don't know, I'll schedule the time. And while you are working together, you are consulting people, and you are really bonding with them, because you are like, okay, I need your help to do this, and you need my help to do that. So working together, we can achieve the results in less time.
okay.
And for me, it was useful. Oh, Ola, what about?
Yeah. Okay.
I totally agree with that. I think that the best way of bonding together, because you can do a lot of games, like, sitting together and, trust games and, like, talking, like, getting to know each other more and so on. But the most effective way is actually doing something together. So give them a task or a challenge to do together. Be with them, or just, spend a lot of time with your team. I don't know, not only like, in this working part in the office or something, but also going out together, like having a party, or not even a party, but I don't know, going somewhere together as a team, for aperitif or whatever. Just, for people to feel more comfortable within themselves. But also, like, I totally agree with the point for having common challenges, common tasks, working together on something, delivering something together, because then people know how do they work, they feel more comfortable and so on, they know each other better, because there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of stress as well, but in like this positive stress, which is very good. So I totally agree with that.
Also for
Okay.
for me, is a GCP, mm, studying together, but for me it's a special case because a lot of people are studying economics, so we have the same exams, and studying together is really useful in the office, because we are together in the office trying to solve out to fix out the problem of, I don't know, business accounting, and so on. And it's like, okay, we are cooperating to achieve the common goal, which is the exam. And after, when you are working in Isaac, you are bonded by the exam. So you are passing the exam and working for Isaac is super amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I totally agree with that. Totally. Okay, do you have any other questions? No. Okay, so we have another part, which is performance. About performance, we have, first of all, how to take care about performance of your people. First of all, you need to plan it week by week, including goals and KPIs. And what does it mean? Like during holidays, especially holidays and this exam period and so on, there's a lot of things happening. So if you have planned in advance, like, I don't know, I have 2 weeks of holidays, so I'm out, but then I need to achieve this amount of proofs for this week, and my KPI is to do this, then you know what to do, and you can manage work of your whole team week by week in order not to lose focus. And you will be sure that you will be performing because you have a plan and you need to make it happen. no matter what, no matter how many, like, and also you need to take you need to take into consideration the things that can, affect on your plan, like also holidays, or not holidays, but no, if you are going somewhere, if you are not online, if you are, having a birthday of someone, blah 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 blah. There's a lot of things that you need to take into consideration. So create a specific plan for holidays, week by week, include goals and KPIs for everyone. Take care about proper JD allocation and so on. That, and then everyone needs to deliver the thing. Yes, as I said, clear role and JD, which is very very important in order to have this have it happen. Constant feedback. So agree with your team that, okay guys, if you are not there because of something, then I will be very honest. You're either working or not working, but we need to perform, and I'm gonna provide you with the constant feedback towards your work. If I see that you are, I don't know, not performing and so on, we need to be prepared for it. So we need to also let your people know that, I don't know, we had a plan, they're not following the plan, so we need to let them know uh, constantly about how they are improving, how they're performing. And also the last thing is proper delegating and tracking. So you need to also, and also you can read a lot of things about delegating, proper delegating and tracking and so on. But it's very very important to delegate proper tasks to your people, that you will know that they can actually do those tasks, they can make it happen. You put it in the plan and you track constantly, not only when the deadline is closing, but on the daily basis you are tracking how they are performing with progress on each task. So it's very important to make sure about proper delegation of the task, that people can actually fulfill them and do it, and it's very engaging them, but not the, not that they are, spending 15 hours per day working on for ISEC, because of course no one is gonna do it during holidays, but you need to take care about performance. So divide the tasks accordingly the availability of your people, and how can they do it. Questions?
Mm, I have a question about planning, but it's not so. I think it's like stupid because.
It's okay. There's no stupid question.
um, how can I plan? How can I make a good plan of our goals and KPIs if members are not mm, I mean they're not willing um, to do it. So we make a plan together. Then we say, okay, let's do this, and then it won't be done.
Okay, I don't know if I understood you correctly, but what I did when I was a team leader a couple of years ago, first of all, I said with my members, I had 12 people in my team for holidays, and first of all, we created this spreadsheet with availability day by day of everyone who's gonna be online, how many hours, and we did it for a whole week for 12 people. So it was a lot of, let's say, and we could see clearly who is available when, and who is
Are you okay? Nota.
Tipo, hola, hola.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay,
You?
yes.
Okay. Did you have any questions or something?
Um, Yeah. You didn't answer my question.
Sorry. I was in the middle of it. Sorry. So yes, so then week by week we have like 20 approves and so on, and then we could see what is the plan for whole project, for whole area, what we need to do in order to perform this month, and then we will take into consideration the availability that we had for each member,
Okay.
and we were dividing tasks. Okay, so this period you cannot do it, so the other person is gonna take over this responsibility, this task. But first you need to know your availability and then know your plan week by week, and then you can divide the tasks.
Okay.
Okay, any other question towards performance? Okay, so we can go to operations. Two things. First of all, constant education. If you see that something is not working in terms of operations, that you are not performing and so on, make sure that your people actually know what to do. Don't be afraid of, I don't know, making another workshop or another like meeting with them to explain how to manage all the processes. And so this is very important, as someone said about this education, knowledge delivery. It's constant thing, and people tend to forget a couple of things. So you need to be sure that you are providing constant education, and it is also connected with improving processes. I mean, more managing HR. So as I said, you have a couple of people that some of them are gonna be out, some of them are gonna be super involved, some of them are gonna be involved only online. So you need to take care about process management. So managing HR in a way that you make sure that every process is gonna be fulfilled and everything will be, in a place. So first contact education to HR, and then managing all the processes in order to people, in order to make sure that performance is going and people know what to do. It's super simple. And then we will make sure that actual operations are happening. Questions? Comments? Inputs? Concerns? Doubts?
No.
For me, it's clear.
Okay.
Also for me.
So last two things, we have tips and tricks. So holidays management, and this is like a wrap up of what I said. It's very busy time, so make sure that we create specific plan just for this time. When someone is out, who is then taking over the responsibilities, how to make sure that all the EPs will be serviced, how to make sure that you are actually having people to, look for the opportunities to manage IR, to manage promotion, to manage with knowledge and with providing knowledge, to manage with approving people, making them also like to manage with value delivery part, and so on and so forth. So remember about creating specific calendars, planning week by week with the goals, KPIs divided per members. Okay, I think I said it about it. I said about it already, so I think it's super clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then decide on channels of communication with your team, because you need to remember that most probably, and I'm more than sure that in your cities it's the same, that people are coming back to hometowns, or they are going somewhere, I know, abroad or to other city for a holidays. So decide on channels of communication with your team, because for sure you're not gonna be having meetings every day, like offline, I mean, like face-to-face meetings. So online communication is very important, but you need to also set some rules. That, for example, we are communicating on Gmail, or we are communicating on WhatsApp, and we need to reply to each other into 24 hours, or we are replying on every email, or we are, I don't know, reporting every week what happened, or something like this. You need to decide on channels of communication, set those rules before people will leave, and then stick to them.
Yeah, but for example, my team has the problem that the members don't use channels of communication as it should be. So they reply to me one time in 24 hours or 1 hour in one time in
So we need
30.
to set those rules. That guys, from now on, this is how we work. We need to perform, so we need to set those rules. We need to stick to them. If we,
Yeah, but I told it to my guys 4 times. So also my VP told it, and there were no solutions. The things are always the same. They don't use it,
okay,
and
so
I don't know how to communicate with them if they don't use it.
okay, so how ask them how do they know how much they can perform more if they're gonna start using it, or if they see any other solution in order to be in a to have constant communication if they are not using communication channels. So how they want to communicate. I mean, think about them about solution. It's not about you giving them only, let's say, orders, but it's also about creating together a solutions if you don't find any. Maybe they have other ideas. If they don't have other ideas, they need to start working on this channel of communication that you see, because you can show them how much it influences on the performance. So just be very honest with them. It's not like I need you to reply because I'm super cool and I'm a team leader or I'm a CVP and I want you to reply. But it's like, guys, if you will not reply to the EP in 2 days, then this EP is gonna be like, Isaac doesn't care about me, so I'm gonna quit or something like this. You have to be very honest with them. And speak with them about solutions as well. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it help?
What?
Does it help? The answer?
Yeah, okay. Understood.
Okay, any other questions?
I don't have.
Okay.
It's okay.
So now there is a question for you. How do you plan to manage your structure during holiday time? Have you thought about it? Do you have any plan created already?
For me, the solution is simple. I'm the only one in my area, but my TL, so we're gonna do the things together as always. So for me, it's really simple.
But still, you need to create a plan with your team leaders.
Yeah, we create it.
Yeah. So just follow up on this.
We will do it.
Okay.
For sure. Yes.
I think they'll do specific management. During the next team meeting, I will set weeks for weeks what we have to do in order to what we want to achieve at the end of experience. So at the end of a year, we need 30 approvals, and to achieve it during this summer, during this, I will start with this month. During June, we have to achieve 3, 4, 5 approvals, and to achieve it, you have to do these things according to what are your things to do, extra your commitments. So if you have other things to do like trainings or holidays, you have to do also those things for us to make us perform.
Exactly. That's very good. So guys, now we have a Q&A. So are there any questions that you have, or you want to share something, and so on? So now we have a time for it.
I'm okay. I think that I'm okay. If I have some question, I will write you, Ola, for sure.
Okay. Of course, remember, if you need anything, just always you can write to me, you can call me, you can WhatsApp me, however you prefer. I'm super available for you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Ola.
Yes?
As soon as we are having this chat, can we schedule a Skype meeting, because I have some problem about something different, but still some problem.
Okay.
And I think that is not problems of anymore. So I will talk to you.
Okay, no problemo.
Okay. Can we meet? I don't know. In these days, like, tell me when you can do it.
Tomorrow morning,
What time?
11.
Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Mm.
Okay, any other questions, doubts, inputs?
What kind of problem did you have in your experience?
In members management?
Yep.
I remember when I was a team leader, and the same happened when I was a SVP. It was just like I didn't create a proper plan for my area with specific goals and KPIs, and people simply they were not motivated to work because I forgot that because for me that was obvious that I will be working during holiday time because I planned my holidays, everything. But for me, ICT is super important and was super important, but it was not super important for everyone. That's why I had a let's say challenges with people who were not actually committed as much as I was. And how I solve it, that like I started late, so I strongly advise you to start right now when the holidays didn't start for most of you. But I just called everyone. I met for individual meetings. I put some uh, responsibilities and tasks what needs to be delivered, and it worked, but it was too late. So what I can advise you from my experience, just to start right now to plan everything, because we all know that holidays are gonna be hard because there's sun, there's everything, and you don't want to I don't know
There's not
spend a
sun
lot
in
of time.
Italy.
Exactly.
It's
So
raining.
I understand it 100%, but also on the other hand, it's your development if you're working for ISEC and you are changing, let's say, also not like you're besides the impact thing that you're doing and it's very visible, and you will see it actually when people will come back from exchange. But then you are also changing yourself and you are doing something very, very important for yourself, which is very crucial, I'd say, and this might be your motivation during holiday. Plus, also, I strongly advise you to, talk to your EPs abroad and so on. How do they feel? And because what we are doing for others while delivering them OJP experience is very, very important, and it's something that is how we are changing people's lives. So it's cool to know about that, and it's cool for your people to know about that as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys, if you don't have any more questions, then thank you very much for this space. If you need anything, just remember that I'm here, and have a good day. Buona serata.
Okay.
And hopefully see you on a conference. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
See ya.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.